that breaking news tonight. Parts of the southern Atlantic coast bracing for what's left of the severe storm system that already slammed several states. That storm brought multiple tornadoes to parts of Alabama and Mississippi yesterday, destroying homes and uprooting trees before tracking eastward into Georgia and Alabama. Now the Carolinas and Virginia preparing for potentially dangerous weather. And NewsNation Chief Meteorologist Albert Ramon joining us now with which areas are the most in danger right now.
So between now and midnight Eastern time, it's going to be North Carolina and Virginia that we're going to be watching very closely. As a matter of fact, we do have a tornado watch that has been extended until 9 o'clock Eastern time. It includes places like Raleigh, North Carolina, as well as Norfolk, Virginia, as thunderstorms continue to move off towards the east. We do have active tornado warnings right now. So let me get you updated on that. We'll start in north central North Carolina. This is south of Danville, Virginia. This thunderstorm has been rotating now for over an hour and moving off to the east at 40 miles per hour. The heaviest rotation or the tightest rotation north of Burlington, North Carolina, and that thunderstorm will be moving into the southern portion, south central portion of Virginia shortly. So there's a look at the Doppler wind showing that tight rotation, possible tornado on the ground or one forming very soon. And here is a severe thunderstorm. This is going to be back off towards the southwest of Norfolk or due south of Richmond, Virginia. There's not an active tornado warning just yet, but our technology is saying that this thunderstorm is rotating, and we'll probably see a warning as far as a tornado warning prompted shortly if that rotation does continue. Now, the good news is the bulk of this activity moves offshore as we get closer to midnight Eastern time. And then tomorrow, finally, no risk of severe weather across the country. We'll be monitoring the radar here all night long, Nicole. All
right, well, Albert, stick around for a moment. Let's take a look through some of the most harrowing video from last night's storms just to get a sense of what it was like for the people who live there, like this. Home security cameras capturing this shed in Alabama. Look at that, blown away by the strong winds. You can see it break apart. The homeowner says she noticed debris flying around before it was just blown away.
And in the skies above, a woman took this video of lightning last night. This is in Gulf Shores, Alabama, lighting up her patio and living area, making it seem like it was almost daylight outside.
Oh, my goodness. And this morning, a man in Alabama shared his thoughts on the devastation left behind after those tornadoes. He says he hurts for the people that lost everything, but there's always light that helps guide us.
That sun coming up, God's reminding us, I still got you. I still love you. Amen. He protected everyone. We go through storms in life. We overcome them.
Well, that area is Clanton, Alabama, and you can see homes and buildings destroyed behind him. The National Weather Service says at least 12 counties in central Alabama may have had tornadoes yesterday. And Mississippi also battered by those storms. Albert, explain this footage.
So this is drone video captured what's called a shelf cloud over Smithville, a very ominous view for the people on the ground in that state.
All right, Albert, those winds were so strong, a Ring doorbell captured this video. Listen to how loud that wind sounds. Oh my goodness, you can definitely hear it, and you can see the wind chimes being whipped all around there. Now, one woman wanted to ride out the storm at her son's house, but it hit before she could make it to her car. NewsNation's Michael Clark tells us she survived by clinging to a tree.
I had 4 big old trees.
Walking in between the trees that destroyed her home.
Everything I worked hard for is gone.
Jennifer Patterson knows that despite the damage to her car and property.
This is my living room. This is where I sit every day.
It's a blessing she's still alive tonight. Patterson was all packed up, ready to head to her son's house for shelter after a tornado warning in nearby Moundville.
And I realized I didn't have my keys. So I took a screwdriver and was trying to get my door open to get my keys. And I just kept messing with it. And being in Moundville, that's not that far away. So I thought, I don't have time for this.
With the storm moving closer, Patterson ran to her backyard, ducking under brush in a ravine.
I was down in there holding on. And that little tree right there yonder is probably the one I was holding on to.
While trees fell around her, Patterson stayed on the phone with her son, not knowing if it was the last call the two would share.
He was hearing everything that was going on. He was hearing his mama scream. He was hearing the sounds go. And, you know, all I could do was just say, Jesus, watch over me. Jesus, watch over me. And then it just kept going and going and going. And finally, I just said, Jesus, take it away. And it's just like you could hear it easing up.
Somehow unharmed, Patterson is thankful to be reunited with her son. They'll return tomorrow to see what can be salvaged, but tonight she's counting her blessings.
I started once, I'll start again. And I know the good Lord was watching over me, because how that little old bitty tree held me, I don't know, but it did.
Michael Clark, News Nation.